Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of
Sunflower
and Nightshade. We did our first, I would say fan, but they're more of a friend, movie recommendation. Kristen, who became our friend because she was Freya's dog trainer, recommended a movie that technically was related to our friendship. A movie about dogs. That movie is called, go ahead.
Red Dog.
It is called Red Dog. We are going to tell you what we thought of the movie. We were trying to do cult classics, but I think we're just going to do movies that you guys recommend or movies that we see that we're like, I've never watched that. It might be good. So, let's get into it. First things first, we want to rate the movie, I would think, right? That way people know early on whether or not they want to listen to us complain or they want to listen to us be happy about it.
Yeah.
Probably not going to be happy about it, but I give this movie probably 8.5 out of 10.
I give it about a 7.5 to an 8 out of 10. And that's only because, I'm going to explain why. Duh.
I really liked the movie. Thought it was well written. The ending was perfect. Everything was great about it. Very emotional. If you haven't watched the movie, have a box of tissues. If you have the same sensibility of Sunflower,
y'all
have a paper bag, maybe an inhaler.
Yes. Let me tell y'all, if you are a female, do not watch this movie when you are either A, on your period, or B, about to be on your period. Because y'all, this movie fucked me up. And when I say fucked me up, I mean fucked me up. Like, I cried at the movie Hotel for Dogs when the dog ran back to the hotel and jumped on his bed. Like, I cried at that. So this movie, like, absolutely ripped my heart out. It was a beautiful story at the beginning. I mean, it was a beautiful, well-done movie. Freya, stop it. Sorry, she was getting into something. But it was a beautiful movie, really well written. The story was beautiful, but y'all, I cried from the middle of that movie until the end.
And she wasn't just...
And not just a little... No. I was hyperventilating, crying. Nathan said that I was almost to the point of losing a loved one. And quite frankly, I was. Like, that movie really fucked me up.
I had to tell her, like, hey, can you, like, just bring it down a little bit? We validate emotions, but we also don't want to validate people calling the cops because I'm abusing you. That's how hard she was crying.
Or thinking that you're abusing me. Let's put that out there.
But yeah, it really was like she was. It was
so sad. Do we want to tell them about the movie?
Of course, it's an older movie. If they haven't watched it yet, spoiler alert.
Yep.
But it's old enough they should have.
So, it is an Australian movie, and it is about. And guys, I'm going to start crying, so just fair warning. So, it's pretty much like about this. I think he's a tractor trailer driver. He drives into this town, and at the beginning of the movie, he basically walks in, and these people are holding down this dog, and the sheriff is getting ready to shoot it. And he's like, basically, what the fuck is going on? Like, because
it looks like they're going to shoot a person. The way that they're acting, it's like, oh, you're going to shoot a person, not a dog. He thought that they were going to shoot a person.
No, he saw that they were going to shoot the dog.
Yeah, but when he first walked through the door...
they first walked in, because it was like a commotion. Yeah. So he thought they were going to shoot a person, and they were holding the dog down, and the sheriff was like, I can't do this. And so everyone comes out, and he's kind of like, what's so special about that dog? Like, what's going on? And everyone tells it, so the dog is named Red Dog. And he is the town's dog. He's never had a master. He would basically hitch rides from anybody and ride into town. He was everyone's dog. And they were miners, I think, for, was it coal? They
They
were
were mining, but they were mining.
Yeah, they were mining for something. All I know is that they were mining in like booty shorts, which was very odd. It was like basketball shorts back in like the 80s. But they were mining, and this dog, everyone had a story that was related to Red Dog. One guy basically found his wife because, they took Red Dog to the vet and she was a vet tech. Another guy,
I think she was the vet, but yeah.
huh?
I think she was the vet.
I think she was like a vet tech at the time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But like, so he would bring him in for like any little thing, like something like, it looked like he was limping. And so he had like pretty much any excuse to bring him in, to get to talk to her. And turns out they ended up getting married and having 2 kids. The other guy,
She also lived 4 hours away. You can't leave out that point. He would drive the dog in the car 4 hours.
oh, that's right. I forgot. Yeah, I forgot. It was 4 hours away. And then the other guy, like, he, crocheted. And one guy, he quite literally was about to kill himself. He swam out into the ocean. There was a great white shark that would circle the bay or whatever they were near. And he was going to swim out there in his work boots, so in like steel toe boots, and basically make himself shark food. And what Red Dog did, Red Dog didn't even know he had saved his life, but he stole a steak from the grill and swam out in the ocean, and the guy was like, holy shit, Red Dog's gonna get eaten because there's raw meat in his mouth. So like the guy, when he stole the steak, he laughed, and this man lost his wife and his children in a car crash, and he hadn't smiled in what was it, like
It was like a
4 or 5 years?
Forever.
Like he hadn't
That was
smiled.
his whole story. And
Yeah.
he laughed when he saw them chasing Red Dog with the steak.
And and so that kept him from not killing himself. And then there was always John and Nancy, and the guy asked like, whatever happened to John and Nancy? And it turns out Red Dog latches onto John. John becomes his.
Red Dog had never had a master.
Yes.
And then John comes along, and Red Dog has a master because he just, for whatever reason, took up with John.
Mm-hmm.
John saved him from being forced to eat a live chicken, and I guess that really solidified the friendship.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, when John was getting beat up by the guy because he was like, yo, I'm not going to let him eat a live chicken, Red Dog was like, back the fuck up, off my master. And they, built this friendship, and then Nancy became a secretary at the mine. She would ride on the bus with them every single day, yada, yada, yada. John
was
and
the bus
Nancy
driver.
fell in love, huh?
John was the bus driver. I don't know
Yeah.
if we said that.
And a big part was John had never been anywhere longer than 2 years. And on this night, he had officially been in this town for 2 years and a day. And he proposed to Nancy because he had fallen in love. That's why he stayed so long. And this is where I start getting really upset. So they had a big party, everything like that. And Nancy was like, let's go back to my house so we can sleep, whatever. And so John's like, Red Dog, stay. I'll be back in the morning. So, him and Nancy go back to the house. They wake up the next morning. He kisses her goodbye. And he gets on his motorbike to come home. His friends call Nancy. They're like, hey, did he leave your house this morning? She's like, yeah. And they're like, we haven't seen him, but he probably just went home and went to sleep. They searched everywhere. And finally they went down the main road, and they found John off the side of the road, and he had died in a motorcycle accident. I guess he had ran off the road, something.
And he had a baby kangaroo.
He did. He hit a baby kangaroo or a wallaby, whichever.
In the movie, we don't know about the real story.
Yeah, and this is based on true story, by the way. Veered off and crashed his motorcycle and ended up passing away.
And this is where Caitlin starts gasping for air.
Yeah. So, when he told Red Dog to stay, Red Dog stayed in the exact same spot for 3 months.
I thought it was weeks.
No, it was 3 months.
Okay.
He did not take, and it may have been 3 weeks, but I'm pretty sure it was 3 months. And he did not take his eyes off of the road. He didn't get up. He didn't move. You know, people would come and take care of him, but he was waiting for his master to come home. And eventually, everyone was like, he realized his master wasn't coming home. And so he went out to find his master. And this is where Red Dog really got his reputation as the traveling dog. Is he went all over Australia. He, you know, people saw him here, people saw him there. And eventually, when he got older and realized he couldn't find John, he came home. And somehow, some way, he ended up getting into, what was it, cyanide?
Strychnine. Someone
Strychnine.
poisoned Red Dog.
Yeah, someone poisoned him. And, you know, and that's who they were, you know, that's where we, you know, pick up, you know, in the movie where they were going to shoot him and all that stuff. And
You left out the part about the fight with Red Cat. Red Cat, him getting the one couple kicked out of the leadership role in the trailer park and all of that stuff. You stuck to the sad parts of the story.
well, yeah, because it's really sad. Like,
It is a sad movie. I cried.
and you know, and so he came back, and everyone was like celebrating Red Dog because they were like, he needs to be the town's mascot. And he got a little extra energy. Somehow found John, and that's where they found him the next morning. They searched. They searched everywhere for him, and they found him next to John's grave. And he had passed away because he had found his master.
So Caitlin is crying now. I'm going to take over for a minute. I knew this would happen, so I kind of saved some extra facts so that she could have her minute. We validate feelings, so I want her to have her moment. In the real story, the ending to it was they actually did end up, instead of having the vet come down like they did in the movie, they took him to the vet, and Red Dog was put down at the vet, and he was buried where the vet lives.
And Nathan thought that would be a better ending, as I'm sitting here sobbing at
unmute
the
your
end
mic?
of this movie.
Did you unmute your mic?
Yes.
Okay.
As I'm sobbing at the end of this movie, guys, I'm not okay. My eyes are puffy. I'm trying to catch my breath. I had finally calmed down, and he's like, hey, babe, I have some good news. Actually, at the end of the movie, the dog didn't find his owner. And they just put him down and buried him at the fucking vet's office. And I was like, how the hell is that a better ending? That's worse.
Well, I thought that.
And so
knowing
it
that he
made me
didn't
cry
suffer-
even harder.
He didn't suffer. He was put down. They did it. They didn't let him suffer like that. Actually, I didn't. I don't remember if they said they put him down or not, but I'm pretty sure that that's what it said. And fitting to the legend of Red Dog, he never had a name. But
His
it
name was
in-
Red Dog.
Well, yeah, but like he was Red Dog. It was supposedly an unmarked grave, which is just a true tribute to a modern urban legend, I guess is what it would be. Because if you think about it, history will remember that dog, at least for the next 100 years, right? There's a movie made on it.
He should have had a marked grave because he was a great dog.
Well, he has a statue in the town.
It doesn't matter. They still needed to have a grave and then mark
Well, they may
grave.
have marked it now. The movie probably made it a big deal. They probably knew where he was buried. I'm sure that vet was like, that's Red Dog.
Who knows?
But I think it's fitting. If you go down in a blaze of glory with a story like that, just bringing, honestly, hope. That dog brought hope to that town. And then not only that, he showed how powerful love was.
Unconditional love.
And
And he didn't know how important he was and what an impact he made. Guys, I'm not okay. This movie really fucked me up. Kristen, I love you, but I love you, but I'm so mad at you for having us watch this movie. It was a great movie. I'm so glad I watched it, but also, like, it shattered my heart because I have such a big heart for dogs. Everybody knows that. Like, my dogs are my world. My dogs are my children. I have my freaking Bubba's tattooed on my arm. Like, I have his paw print on my arm with me forever. Like, dogs are my everything. And so, like, that movie just really fucked me up.
I really did like that movie. We want more. We want y'all to tell us more movies to watch. So,
and please don't let them be sad ones.
honestly, if they're sad ones, let's watch them too. Let's just watch them all.
Well, yeah, but I can only do so many sad ones. I can only cry so many tears.
Maybe it'll desensitize you.
No, I want to have feelings.
But we honestly, I enjoyed it. It was cool to watch a movie for a purpose again, instead of just like, oh, here's another superhero movie. Let's sit back and watch it. Which, we still have a lot of time left in the episode, but I did watch the new Captain America. I was extremely happy with it.
You watched it without me, guys.
I'm going to watch it with her. I watched it first because I wanted to make sure it was good before I tried to get her to watch it. And it was. I liked it a lot. Anybody that didn't like it, probably some stupid reason. I'm going to be honest. We're trying to build a community of acceptance and love and compassion. But
if you don't like that movie, then it's
if you don't like that movie, you're
stupid.
Stupid.
Like, we're trying to build a community of acceptance. But if you didn't like that movie, you're stupid.
We did also talk shit about the movie Coyote Ugly, so...
Exactly. So shut up, Nathan.
Well, we do want to be accepting.
Unless if you don't like the new not Iron Man.
Wow.
Fucking Captain America.
No, I want to be accepting if you have a valid reason for not liking it. Like maybe you didn't like the storyline with the Red Hulk, or...
I don't like Harrison Ford. But
So guys, who do you get in the divorce? Me or Caitlin? We're not married yet, but I'm going to marry her and divorce her because no.
I don't know if I like Harrison Ford.
Goddamn treasure.
I don't know if I like Harrison Ford or not. I've never seen
is a
Indiana
fucking
Jones. I've never seen
treasure.
Star Wars.
You should put some respect on his name.
I've never seen Indiana Jones or
He
Star
is-
Wars.
You have to. You
No,
haven't seen the original ones, but you have to. Harrison Ford is gold. Just for that, I'm buying a bust of Harrison Ford to go in our fucking living room.
No.
Yes.
No.
Anybody who has an Etsy shop with a 3D printer and wants to make me a Harrison Ford bust, I want it.
If anyone wants to see me bust that Harrison Ford bust, I'll do it.
She won't do it. She doesn't want to be single. She loves me too much. I would appreciate that.
We have that
Harrison
new
Ford bust.
homeowner's toolkit, honey, and that has a hammer in it. I'm not afraid.
Yeah, no, she will not. I
Done.
want a Harrison Ford bust. You hear it here.
I don't want a Harrison Ford bust.
I don't care what she wants. I want a Harrison Ford bust. I'm going to have my own stuff. Oh. So, Red Dog. I said 8.5. She said 7.5, 8. She would have rated it higher if she hadn't cried so hard. The movie was beautiful.
It was beautiful, but I hyperventilated. Literally.
One of the next things that I want to watch is going to be Clerks, because as I said, I'm a huge Kevin Smith fan, which is ironic since I haven't watched Clerks. But, so we're going to try watching Clerks 1, 2, and 3 eventually. I want that to be one of the next ones, unless you guys recommend something else. Then we'll watch that. But, yeah.
Excuse me.
As far as that goes, we really appreciate you guys. We actually had a huge milestone. I think it was yesterday. We hit 200 downloads.
I think it was
Thursday.
Yesterday
yeah.
was Thursday, sweetheart.
Yeah, sorry. I worked. I forgot what day it was.
On Wednesday.
On Wednesday, we hit 200 downloads, doubled our previous downloads from the previous week. If you guys are listening at this point, please let us know what you think. We have one review and it's 5 stars, and that feels awful loaded. So give us honest reviews. Let us know what you think about the podcast. If you like it, please recommend it to your friends. We want to build this thing, make it beautiful.
Let us know what you want to see. Truly, like,
Let us know what you want to see here. We're
Yep.
thinking about doing some videos for Facebook and maybe YouTube where we do like a recipe of the week or
well,
we may even start
not we. Hold on.
well, yeah, it'll be Caitlin cooking, but I'll be there for commentary.
I was gonna say.
I am a part of this relationship,
Yes,
ma'am.
Nathan will be the one that hands me the stuff because I love him, I do, and he has made some good things. However, bless his heart, we've been making, we call them Scooby-Doo sandwiches. We've been making these things for like, gosh, this was even before we got Freya that we started making them. And
That was a mess up in the technique.
I
okay?
know. Just let me. So, we've been making these sandwiches for a while, right? And I was always the one to cut the bread, put the butter on it, do the garlic, all this other stuff. Nathan was like, I want to help. I'll cut the bread this time. Guys, when I tell you, this man cuts my loaf because we got 2 separate loaves so we could have extra so he could take it to work and stuff like that. When I tell y'all, he cut my loaf. He cut my loaf. The bottom was so thin. It was like a freaking piece of pizza thin. It was so thin. And then he goes, oh, well, I'll just take some of the bread out of the top, and then rips a hole through the top of the bread. Guys.
She doesn't really like thick ass bread anyway. She's the one that got me started on pulling the bread from the inside of the sandwich.
I did it for the round bread.
That was one of the round loaves.
Nathan, this was oval. I'm talking about
my
the
God.
round ones.
If it's round, it has no corners. That didn't have corners, Caitlin.
That was oval.
Oh my God.
Oval and round.
Ovals are round.
Okay, guys, we're going to have a debate.
It's not a debate, Caitlin. Ovals are round. It's
What's
not
it-
a circle.
Exactly. So okay, sorry. I'm talking about the circular ones,
Thank
not the oval ones. And technically, these had corners because they were rounded corners.
It can't be a corner if it's round.
Yes, it can.
No, it can't.
Yes, it can.
It's not a corner if
It's
it's
a rounded corner.
round. No.
Yes.
You can't have a corner on an oval, Caitlin.
It was a
Ovals
rectangle,
don't
Nathan.
It was an oval, Caitlin.
Okay.
It was an elongated oval.
It was an
I was
oval.
bad at geometry, and I know that.
It was an oval.
Y'all,
It
it was a simple sourdough loaf, but it was a actual loaf, so it was oval, elongated. We did at one point buy a circular sourdough loaf.
We did. And that's when I took the bread
And
out
that's when
because
she
there
took
was
the bread
way
out of the
too
center.
much bread.
Apparently, I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure she told me that she's done that at Subway too. So,
I've never taken the bread out at Subway.
okay, somebody
Gosh,
told
no.
me
Why
that.
would I take the bread out? No. Even at like Jimmy John's, I've never told them to take out the bread. I love bread. Give me all the carbs.
Yes.
Give
I
me
do-
all the
I do
carbs.
agree. I want all of the bread.
Exactly.
We used the bread that we tore out to make garlic bread, so it ended up being good.
It was kind of like garlic bread croutons. They were actually really, really good
They were really, really good.
because
And
the
it was
girl knows how to
my
cook.
idea. She executed it, but it was my idea.
I mean, I'd made them before. I just didn't season them properly like I did this last time.
Middle finger.
Guys, one of these days, you're just going to be hearing the Sunflower podcast because Nightshade will be 6 feet under.
That brings us to before she sacrifices me to the sunflower and nightshade gods.
What?
Make sure you go join our Not a Cult on Patreon, guys. We are excited to have you to get all of our content, including the special secret episode. We only have one so far.
Oh. I had to think
It's
about
only
it.
$1 a month.
I was like, what is our
$1 a month.
super
If we can
secret
get
special
enough
episode?
of you, we can do like $12 a year. So get on it, join in, and if honestly, instead of $12 a year, if you sign up and we get enough people, we might do like, I don't know, $10 a year. We just need people to sign up. We're trying to get this thing going. We're trying to build something here, and we do have some ideas. We're going to try to structure some more episodes a little bit better. We've been saying it for weeks, but we still haven't hit a stride of being exact on our timing, so we're kind of still riffing at it. We want it to be as real as possible, and this is as real as we can make it. But something that we do want to have recurring, again, movies. We're also going to start looking into some more emotional themes. I looked some of those up today, kind of riffed on them to see what I could find. Yeah, and it sounds like I'm doing a lot of the work, because I am. Caitlin is a fantastic co-host, but she is apparently terrible at researching. That's what she always tells me. So, if you have any ideas for anything you want to hear us talk about, we did have the recommendation for some couples advice. No one has sent in any request for us to give them advice.
No.
So it's kind of hard to give you guys relationship advice.
The only messages we get are from people that are trying to hack into our account.
Well, it's not even they're trying to hack it. They want to promote our podcast.
Do you want to promote
I'm
your
doing
podcast?
just fine.
We're doing just fine.
Not
guys.
really. I don't even know if you guys like it because no one comments or likes or gives us anything. So if you guys don't like it, hey,
Please let us know.
let us know. We want the honesty. We want the opinions. Make sure to go to the Patreon for Sunflower Nightshade. It'll be linked on the Facebook. Go to the Facebook for Sunflower Nightshade. Follow us there if you haven't yet. Go to our individual Facebooks, Nathan Stout, Caitlin St. Clair. We would love to be friends with you guys. Follow me on TikTok. I haven't posted anything in a few days because I got sidetracked by trying to figure out how to get more stuff done for the podcast. But that's Super Saiyan without the G, Saiyan Stout. And Instagram is the same, Super Saiyan Stout. Caitlin, plug yourself.
Facebook, Caitlin St. Clair, and Instagram _K8 TLYN_. I do not have a TikTok because I use Instagram over TikTok. And truly, my Instagram is nothing but Freya at this point.
We do need to get better about posting stuff. And hopefully when we start doing some little stuff here and there, we can get you guys on board. We may post more to the Patreon, see if that works better for us, because we want to get you guys involved. We want to build a community. Join the Patreon. Check out Facebook. Check out Instagram. Just check us out, guys. We love you. We can't wait to talk to you again. And be ready for a heavy hitter next episode. Thank you so much. Have a great night. My name is Nightshade.
I'm Sunflower.
We love you. Have a great, great evening.
Bye.
Bye.